Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Fraud Watch Friday, brought to you by AARP. My name is Ed Michaels, and I am your AARP Fraud Watch volunteer. Today, we're going to talk about a fraud, or I should say a scam, that's very prevalent right this time of year, and how you can protect yourself against it. But before I get into that, I just want to do a little bit of housekeeping here and remind you that regarding the scams that I talk about today, or anything else that you may be concerned about as a fraud or a scam, you can get more information about it by going online at www.aarp.org/fraud-watch network. And that's right, scrolling at the bottom of your screen right now. In addition, if you need to talk to someone about a scam or fraud and need some guidance on how to address it, you can call the Fraud Watch hotline, and that number is 877-908-3360. All these are free. You do not have to be an AARP member. You don't need to be a senior citizen. Anybody of any age and background is allowed to do it. There is no charge for this information. The calls are toll free, and no one is ever going to ask you to join AARP while you're using this resource. So make yourself available to it, and I'm sure you'll find plenty of useful information there. Now, getting on to what we're talking about with this scam that's prevalent this time of year. You know, we're at graduation. A lot of our young people are going out to parties. Some of them are traveling internationally after graduation. They're out and away from home, and this makes it a ripe time for what is known as the grandparent scam. Now, you don't have to be a grandparent to be scammed by this. People are scammed by it as friends, relatives, parents, siblings. It basically comes down to someone that you care about contacts you and tries to or someone representing someone who is dear to you tries to get some money out of you to get these relatives out of trouble. So anyhow, the grandparent scam usually works something like this. You get a phone call in the middle of the night, and as you pick up, you hear, "Hi, Grandma, it's me. Hey, I'm in a lot of trouble. I've been in an accident," or I've gotten into trouble. I've been arrested. I'm in a foreign country. I am at the doctor's. I'm hurt. Anything that will get you engaged immediately and get you concerned. Frequently, they will then hand the phone off to someone who then starts talking to you about how you need to help this person out by getting money as soon as possible and sending it by a wire service, or by buying a gift card and reading the numbers off the back of it to them, so that you can get this grandchild or other relative out of trouble in a hurry. They'll also say, "Please don't talk to Mom and Dad. I'm afraid they'll be mad. I'm afraid I'll get in trouble." So that part of it is also a tell sign. And finally, it'll be a matter of urgency. You've got to do this right now. Now, let's unravel this, unwrap this a little bit and see what's actually going on. First of all, the call coming in the middle of the night is an early tell that this could be a scam, because they want to get a hold of you, get you out of a deep sleep, and catch you while you're slightly disoriented. The thing to remember is, if this happens, don't panic. Take your time, get your thoughts around you, don't respond, and provide additional information. So if someone says, "Hey, Grandma, this is your grandchild," don't offer up and say, "Oh, is this Josh? Is this Beverly?" Don't provide that information. They're going to capture anything else that you say and use it to further the scam on you. So the best thing to do is just listen, and as soon as you find out and can confirm that it's a scam, get off the telephone. Oftentimes it'll be immediate. It'll be because you know that you're called Nana or Pops or Grampy or some other endearment, and to be called Grandma or grandmother on the call is a dead giveaway that it's not your grandchild, and you should get off the phone at that point. Um, the second tell is that someone else comes on as the authority figure. They want to get the person that you supposedly know off the phone as quickly as possible so that you can't identify them by voice or image or anything else. You're more prone to respond to this person who's going to give you the high pressure pitch. Third, if money is involved, and it always is, it shouldn't be asked for in the form of money orders or gift cards. This is an immediate tell. Doctors, legitimate doctors, even police departments and doctors in foreign countries don't use this as a means of being paid. They're going to want credit cards. They're going to want legitimate things that you can trace and can challenge. So they're going to stay away from that. They're going to go for things that are untraceable ways of getting money. The fourth thing, the sense of urgency, and to not tell anybody. Do this fast so you don't have time to think about it, and don't check with anybody else. If you get any of these signs and tells, get off the phone, contact your loved one. 9 times out of 10, they're going to pick up the phone on the other end, and you're going to find out that they're perfectly safe and that this is a scam. So that's your biggest protection, is to just get off and talk to someone else, find out and verify this before you do anything and try and get any money out or buy a card or any of these things before you go out and do that. They're going to let you off so they can call back. Don't accept the call when it comes back when you know it's a scam. Now, I want to bring up something else here, and this is really very disconcerting. If you get the AARP bulletin, you're going to see that this story this month comes from, is on the Fraud Watch page about AI gives scammers a scary new tool. If you're not familiar with AI, it is artificial intelligence, and it is a means of taking a small bit of information captured on the internet and using this software to expand it to become vitally more virile. And I would say that, the way this is going to manifest itself is if they've got a strip of dialogue that maybe your grandchild used on TikTok or some other social media, they can use that strip of dialogue and actually put that child's voice into their system to say whatever they want. Similarly, they can capture images from the social media networks and provide a picture to you that will make it even seem more legitimate. Again, though, if you're getting these tells that I talked about before, the urgency, the don't tell, the call in the middle of the night, all of these tells are reasons that you should suspect, even though you can see this image and you can hear this voice, that something is going on that's fishy. So you get off, you don't panic, and you talk to someone else before you move on. Now, what do we do in this world where this kind of stuff is happening? Well, we've got to protect our information. And I've talked to you about this many, many times. Giving away information online is a dangerous thing. These people do something that's called smishing. It's social media phishing, and they go out there and they seek information that they can conglomerate and harvest and put together with a data collection system on the dark web and provide a very serious and detailed profile on you. It's important that you stay away from sites or from pages or from posts that provide additional information about yourself in a smishing way. What you'll often see are these one-off items on Facebook where it'll say something like, what restaurants do you miss from your childhood that you wish you could bring back? That's one that got one of my friends last week. They may be something like, what would you do if you got $1 million today? Or maybe something like, I bet you can't come up with the name of a city that starts with an O. There aren't any. And you immediately respond to these things. It's just fun. It's a little one-off thing. You type it in. But what have you done when you've done this? You've opened these people up to your Facebook page, for one thing, and all the information that's on there. Secondly, you've opened up all of your friends' addresses that you have on your Facebook page for them to gather and to use to continue doing more of these types of smishing drills. So if you see a lot of these things showing up on your Facebook, it's because A, you've responded to them before, or B, some of your friends are responding to them. I'm constantly reminding my friends to stop responding to this. If you see something that's interesting like that, go, yeah, sure. I remember the restaurants that I would like to have back from my youth, and keep it up here. Don't add it. Don't put it out there, because they're going to take this information. It can provide indications and guidance on your age, your geographic area that you lived in. Perhaps if you moved away from a geographic area, they've got your current address. It gives more background information that they can use against you in all these various types of scams. The best way to protect yourself against these is to not respond at all. But secondarily, the other thing that you can and should do is make sure that your Facebook is set so that the information that you have personally on there and your friends are available only to your friends. And I'm not going to go through it because it's a process right here, but you can go online with the Fraud Watch Network page, and there's information there about how to do this. So that's one of the things that you can be very careful of. You can fix that, you can protect yourself, and you can protect your friends. Well, that's about it for today. I'm just about running out of time. I'm right over 12 minutes, which is my guideline. So I'm going to say, to remind you that if you want more information, you can always go and check the AARP Fraud Watch Network. That is www.aarp.org/fraudwatchnetwork, one word. And also remember that if you feel like you've been subjected to a scam, you need to talk to someone to help you. You can call the Fraud Watch helpline. That number is 877-908-3360. It's rolling right across the bottom of your screen right now. Remember, there's no charge to access this. Anybody can access it. You don't need to be an AARP member, and no one is going to ask you to join AARP while you access this information. So please avail yourself to it. I'm sorry. And I'm sure that you'll find tremendous valuable information there. That's about it for me today. So I'm going to close out by saying, be careful out there, watch yourself, and remember, if you can spot a scam, you can stop a scam. Thanks, everybody. Bye.